President Donald Trump has faced criticism from both Democrats and some Republicans over his most recent tweets.
Yep, there was the series of tweets blasting MSNBC hosts Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough, and then there was this thing, the WWE video from years ago that was edited to show Trump beating up a man with a CNN logo on his face. Some are wondering if the president's tweets actually violate Twitter's policies. Twitter does prohibit, or at least it claims to prohibit, abusive tweeting, harassment, inciting violence. So should the president's Twitter account be suspended?
Well,
can you believe we're even asking this question?
No, it shouldn't be suspended. But however, if you look at the actual policy, if you read it, and people might be surprised there is an actual policy, if you took it by the letter of the law, if this was a school, they probably would suspend the Twitter account.
Right.
I mean, this is a problem. Twitter has been criticized since its inception for not cracking down and not being tough enough on harassment and just that issue, inciting violence.
So with that CNN tweet, Twitter said that it considered three factors: the political context of the conversation. So it's political speech, really. Like, this has become a political topic.
Yeah.
The various ways it could be interpreted. He just sent out the video. He didn't say any words. And then the lack of details also, they said that those three factors made it pretty difficult for them to say, like, oh, we're going to suspend this account.
Well, and I think that that's the difficult part. And I don't think that Twitter's ever going to do that just because of how political that would be, the backlash that would come.
Well, they haven't done it to so many other abusive accounts, right?
Well, I mean, how do you go through and find every single one of those Twitter accounts? I think it's very difficult to do. It does become a little more obvious when you have such high-profile cases. And that's what they're saying is the problem.
They've been scouring, especially for terrorist-related
Absolutely.
tweets.
They came under fire from a number of areas about allowing accounts that promote terrorism, and it was not until 2016 that they suspended 200,000 accounts that were promoting terrorism. So they were really slow on this, and they have been criticized for this, and I think fairly criticized.
Is it harassment when you say something like Mika Brzezinski? He called her crazy. He called Joe Scarborough psycho. Is that harassment, or is that
Poor
valid?
taste
Is it valid criticism? Maybe not valid, but is it?
I think
these guys are public figures.
They have questioned the president's mental health publicly. Both the president and Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough are all public figures. I think it's fair game, distasteful, as many Republicans have noted, but fair game.
Yeah, I take more issue, I think, with the CNN video, just because it is a violent video that you're watching. And while you can't
wrestling, though, it's a stage wrestling thing.
I will say, having covered a Trump rally and having covered other rallies where the press is called out and Trump encouraged people to chant at the press, at the rally here at Twin Cities International Airport, I actually saw a man with a sign with a noose with CNN written on it, walking around like that. Just think about that. That's a concern, I think. It really is.
Valid concern, but whether it rises to the level of saying, like, he should have his account suspended.
I agree.
Obviously, that's coming from political people on the other side.
It's a good conversation to have, though, about Twitter in general, too.
No doubt, no doubt.